Now, the very first question which he asked me about was, what is concurrent hash map? And basically, it doesn't stop here. What happens is that when you answer this, what is concurrent hash map, and there may be multiple questions around it, right? So if you see here, I've written what is concurrent hash map, internal working of an concurrent hash map, what is the concurrency level in the hash map, how many threads can be run at a time, right? So these all questions may be the subsequent questions. The very first question, he might ask you what is concurrent hash map and how it is different from normal hash map, right? So that might be the question here. Actually, when I was asked this about these all four questions were asked subsequently after the one, right? So what he asked me is about what is concurrent hash map. So basically, concurrent hash map is nothing but a thread safe implementation of an hash map, right? Hash table or hash map, right? So it is similar to that, and it can handle multiple concurrent read writes, so it's very much efficient than HashMap, right? So what happens is that ideally, what you used to do is that you had a hash map, and then what you used to do is that to make it synchronize or thread safe, you used to call one method, that is collections dot synchronized map, so that in that case it will make it as an synchronized. But in that case, what it used to happen is that the whole object used to be locked up. So any thread is trying to acquire that particular log will have to particularly take the log, and then it should wait to complete that particular read, right? But here in case of concurrent hash map, the case is different, right? Uh, it's segment based. It is locked at the segment level base, and thread can act on it, right? So we'll discuss more on that part. But what exactly is the concurrent hash map? As I said, it's part of the Java util package. So it is designed to allow multiple threads to read and write the modify the concurrent hash map, right? So without making acquiring the lock. So for the entire map, as in the case of hash map, right? It was entirely locked up, right? So this is not the case with the concurrent hash map. So it will be only it is divided into the segments. The only that segment will be locked up when it is trying to write up, right? So read can happen anytime, multiple times, there will be no problem. So what happens is that in this particular scenario, it is significantly improving the performance, right? So when you're trying to, it is partition the data into the segments. As I told you, there will be different segments. So what will allow is that that threads which are trying to access, right? It may access without locking that particular whole concurrent hash map. So it will be only locking that particular segment. Okay. Now the second question which ultimately comes up is that, now can you tell me the internal working of an hash map? So earlier, when there was no concurrent hash map introduced, uh, the interviewer's favorite question used to be what is hash map, and can you tell me the internal working of hash map? Now with concurrency package being added, right? So they also wanted to understand whether you have a deep understanding of concurrent hash map, right? So what happens is that, as I told earlier, so concurrent hash map is divided into a multiple segments. It is also called as buckets. Okay, so there are different levels, buckets over there. So each segment or each bucket can be locked up, so that this can be independently locked up. So there are, let's say there are 16 of them, right? So each one of them can be locked up independently, so that multiple threads can read, write, and operate on a different level, right? So that doesn't have to wait. So the locking mechanism inside this is only the specific segment is locked up. There is nothing the whole map is locked up, right? So that it will reduce your operation time out there. So one another benefit of is that non-blocking read. So what happens is that when you're trying to read, right? Usually, it doesn't need to acquire a lock for making reading it, right? So that makes it very faster to read those. You doesn't have to make wait for taking the log and then try to read it, right? So that's the benefit. Now the structure of this particular bucket after the Java 8, right? So it has been earlier, earlier it was only the linked list, but now it has been in the combination of linked list and the balance tree. So what happens is there are collisions, right? So it is actually let's say too much of collision is happening, like in the same bucket, like same segment, there are too much of objects are being inserted, like this will it will enhance making the use of the balance tree, right? So the number of entries which are exceeding at a certain threshold level, like say example 8, right? So it normally earlier in HashMap it used to be linked list, right? So it used to be linked list, but now it has to be changed after in Java 8, right? It has to be a balanced tree. So it is quite efficient. It is quite improved when it comes of handling those particular performance level, right? So hope you got this particular point. Then now, when it comes to, like this is the continuation part of the concurrent HashMap question. So the one another question, what normally it's very rare, but they normally try to understand if you have a deep understanding, if your experience is above, like 5 years, 6 years, or 8 years, right? So they will try to understand, like whether you have an understanding of the concurrency level, right? So what they will ask is that what is a concurrency level in a concurrent hash map. So basically, uh, what is concurrency level is that the number of threads that which can modify simultaneously, right? So without being hindered or stopped up. So that is what concurrency level, like how many threads can act on it. So this it is determined with the number of segment that is there in the map. So the default for the concurrent hash map is 16, right? So this means, like there will be different 16 segments by default, and, like 16 threads can write concurrently over there. So they it will be very efficient to read and write over there. So if you see, like I have written a code over here. So if you see it, so there is a map which is concurrent hash map. So it will have the initial capacity, the load factor, the concurrency level, right? So these all details are required when you're trying to create. It's not mandatory, but if you're not providing these particular details, so this will be by default added. Okay. uh, we have, like how many threads can be run at a time. So basically, if you got an answer in that, like there are 16 number of threads, right? So what happens is that the reads can be happen at without blocking or without blocking, right? So there can be multiple threads which can read the data, but ultimately when it comes to write, right? So we can only modify the concurrent hash map in a limited number. That is, like as there are 16 segments, right? So what will happen is that we'll have to acquire log for that particular 16, and then we have to write that. So 16 threads at a time can modify those 16 segments. So if there are more threads, they have to little bit wait on that part, but ultimately 16 threads on particular that block will, segment size, it will be locked up and then write it. So if two threads are trying to attempt the same segment, one has to wait until that it is released. Okay. So ultimately, when it comes to the whole summary, what exactly concurrent hash map is about, and, like what exactly it does is that the basic benefit is that it's highly, like used in the multi-threading environment. So there is a law benefit of high, it's a high throughput, right? So it supports that. Now avoid, like it avoids the bottleneck of, like we have to just synchronize that particular block of the map, and then we can take acquire lock, and then whatever perform your, right? So locking and then unreleasing, it's quite as it is a segment level divided, right? It's quite efficient in terms of read and write. So it's non-blocking, so you doesn't need to acquire any lock when it comes to reading, right? So it's quite efficient. You doesn't need to wait in terms of reading also. Okay. So this is all about concurrent hash map. Hope you got the crisp details about, like when you're in an interview, will be asking about, like what is concurrent hash map. I've given the whole details about internal working, what exactly the concurrent hash map, how many threads are there, right? The concurrency level, etc.